Ministerial Climate Summit gets underway in Baku, Azerbaijan this week. The conference has been dubbed the Finance COP due to its focus on aligning climate finance contributions with estimated global needs. The Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment, Dr. Dion, is leading the South African delegation at COP29. Samkele Maseko is our reporter who is covering that conference for us in Baku. Very good afternoon to you, Samkele. Of course, we lost you earlier, but tell us what's happening.
At this point in time, deliberations are currently unfolding, but it is yet still too early to predict how these discussions are going to go ahead. But you do know that the developing countries in the global south are seemingly united in saying that the developed nations must come together and they must fund some of the initiatives that are meant to deal with the climate change around the world, particularly when it comes to mitigation measures that need to be put in place in dealing with the climate change. This has been dubbed the Finance COP, looking at the various funding model for the just transition and the decarbonization of the world at large. You do know that the developing South nations and the developing nations at large have said that the developed nations have failed to stick to their promises and commitments of that $100 billion they pledged to deal with climate change around the world. They are not there yet to see some of those monies trickling down, but we also do know that we did speak to the Presidential Climate Change Commission that did speak on the issues and saying that some monies have come through, but most of those monies have instead gone to the consultants. Minister Dr. Dion will be co-chairing the Mitigation Commission alongside his Norway counterpart. The African ministers did meet yesterday to find a common ground and a consolidated view of the African continent, but they are not finding one another on the just transition and how just it can be, but they are finding one another on the finance measures, saying that they don't need any loans with dealing with climate change initiatives and climate change programs and decarbonization, but they do need grants instead. Nompu.
All right, Samkele, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for your contributions, my colleague there, Samkele Maseko.